This first episode, I want to share some of the craziest experiences I've had as an artist, minister, producer, writer, performer, whatever you want to call it. I want to just share some of these things. And you know how crazy it is? Most of the quote-unquote celebrities you see all over, there's so much about them that you don't have a clue. You don't know that they experience every day. You know, the interesting thing is that we tend to talk about the things that would fly, things that people will see and say, wow, or the good things alone, but there are some rough seasons, there are some issues, there are some... In fact, for me, I've had some experiences on stage. Let me start by sharing, I think this probably will be the nastiest experience I've had on stage. When I do that, I'll go back to how it all started. Now, I was on stage somewhere in Port Harcourt. And it was an outdoor event, but there were so many people. This is, I don't know how long it is, very long. And I remember we were just praising and worshiping and jumping, and you know how, like, I would do how I express myself. And I remember so well that in the midst of this whole energy, everyone was hot, we're all dancing. Something crazy happened that was a bit unfortunate or fortunate, but I learned a huge lesson from it, and it helped me a bit. That, you know, we're dancing and everybody was just jumping and everything, and it was hot. I was soaked with heat, and suddenly, I started feeling some fresh air around my bum area, and there was no way they turned on any AC on the floor. And I was wondering, why? What's, you know, and I kept going on. By the time I stretched, the fresh air came in very strongly again. I said, this is not possible. And you know how you stylishly form, like you want to bend down and just do some worship thing. And I looked down and I discovered that my pants, my trousers has ripped off. And I said, what? And I was wondering, no wonder people were not really jumping again. People were looking at me. You know, people are looking at you with pity, like, hey, like, can you see? Who can see this thing? Can somebody tell? And I guess that was when I was jumping more and more. It was as a result of the jumping that the fresh air came in. And I said, what? What am I going to do? You guys are even laughing here. Like, it was so bad that now the problem is, should I continue singing? Should I walk away from the stage? We're not done. Or maybe, I begged God, can you just open the ground? Let me just enter and escape. It was just, what is the escape? What can I do? And I just closed my two legs like this. I started shifting one side, moving. And then got to where my drummer was. I think that was Myro then. And then somebody quickly brought rapper for me. Just cover. And I was, you know how you're using one eye to look at everybody? Some people were doing like this. And some babes were smiling. And that was how I left the stage. Now, honestly, I don't even know whether I felt like going to sing anywhere again. Luckily for me, that period, all of these people carrying phone up and down, it was not very popular at that time. If not, I'm sure it will be on YouTube. And all of you might want to go and watch that video. Maybe that will be my highest views on YouTube. But my God did not allow that happen. Anyways, the lesson is that, you know, not every time you're going to just be on top of your game and get things right. Sometimes, now, when I buy trousers, I shake them, I draw them now to be sure that it can stand tough seasons and tough times. But I remember it was on a Friday night and I was supposed to sing in the church on Sunday. But I came back on Sunday and I opened my heart and I worship with my life. You know, when something has happened to you, you just say, God, I'm not going to look at anybody's face. in this church. I'm just going to look at you today. That worship was so powerful. That was actually nasty. Listen, I don't know. If it happens to any of you, what will you do? You might stay like under 3 months. You not go for any event again. Listen, it was crazy. It was embarrassing. It was as though tomorrow should not come. But look at me here today. With everything that it was, I'm still here. It is what it is. I'm sure most people will not remember that. And some of you might be laughing. But it is what it is. Now, I want you in the comment section to tell me what has been your most embarrassing situation, happenstance, difficult time that you know that people don't know, maybe at home or something. I want you to share in the comments. Well, let's have fun. I mean, people might laugh, but it is what it is.